الأخوة والأخوات، ضيوف المؤتمر والرعاة الكرام، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يسعدنا أن نلتقي وإياكم في النسخة السادسة لمؤتمر الموارد البشرية الدولي، والذي تنظمه الهيئة الاتحادية للموارد البشرية الحكومية بالتعاون مع انفورما الشرق الأوسط تحت عنوان مستقبل الموارد البشرية ودورها في تطوير وتحويل الكفاءات الحكومية، وذلك تحت رعاية كريمة من سمو الشيخ حمدان بن محمد بن راشد آل مكتوم ولي عهد دبي.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يسرني أن أرحب بكم أطيب ترحيب، كما أرحب بضيوف الدولة الكرام وكافة المشاركين في مؤتمرنا السادس في بلدهم دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة. ويشرفني أن أتقدم باسم الهيئة الاتحادية للموارد البشرية الحكومية بكل الشكر والامتنان إلى سمو الشيخ سيدي حمدان بن محمد بن راشد المكتوم ولي عهد دبي لتفضله برعاية مؤتمرنا هذا للسنة الثالثة على التوالي. ويتمحور مؤتمرنا هذا العام حول مستقبل الموارد البشرية ودورها في تطوير وتحويل الكفاءات الحكومية، ويسلط الضوء على أفضل الممارسات العالمية فيما يتعلق بتعزيز الروح الإيجابية للموظفين وخلق بيئة عمل سعيدة، مما له بالغ الأثر على إنتاجيتهم ومساهماتهم الفاعلة في مواقع عملهم في وقت تشهد فيه المنطقة والعالم متغيرات اقتصادية وتكنولوجية متسارعة.
We have the challenge of managing talent in a global environment where we are seeing dramatic change. Our workplaces have been significantly impacted by technology, and that flows into the political and social fabric of our economies and our countries. And in managing this transformation, the HR, the profession of HR, is charged with ensuring that our organisations have the competence for the future, not the past. Now, according to Schwab, the fourth industrial revolution builds on the third and is characterised by the fusion of technologies that blur the lines between the physical, the digital and the biological spheres. Schwab made this observation about the fourth industrial revolution that I want to share with you. And while there are plenty of sophisticated tools out there to help us manage talent, in the short time I have with you this morning, I want to share something which is a very simple framework that I use almost every day in my work in managing talent, and it's called the talent equation.
I just have a brief question. According to you, what are the main drivers of employee engagement?
People can come to work and they can do their job, but when they are engaged, when they are connected to the organisation, which comes back to your point, we have to drive things from what it is the organisation is trying to achieve and the individual needs to be connected to that, then I think when you're in that zone, when you're in that space, that is when you are stretched, and that is when we get that discretionary effort, and that is when we see creativity and innovation. And I know happiness is a very important issue here in the UAE, and I think an engaged employee is a happy and productive employee, and I think they have to stay in sync in that respect.
So to think we, as our companies today, have the ability to actually inspire people to become better people, that's the power of what we can do in changing the workplace. So for vision and purpose for our employees, what can we do to inspire them that's greater than just making more money or more profits? And for entrepreneurs or intrapreneurs, we say, what would you do actually for 10 years and never make a dime, but be okay with it because you had this idea of your vision or your purpose in your head? So essentially, when I get to that question of how, this is how we do it. If you remember nothing from this presentation, this is the roadmap of what we found that works. So first we start with this first step of inspire. Inspire by really just thinking and brainstorming and how we can innovate our workplaces using these concepts of scientific happiness.
What is the difference between what we're talking about here and the engagement programs we are running? And what's your advice to companies to create a balance of happiness and engagements of their employees and associates?
Sure. We believe engagement is a component of this happiness umbrella because in some ways it could be synonymous, because I think, as you're saying, a lot of companies that we come across, they say, oh, we're already doing engagement surveys. But I think what the problem there that we've seen is that there's no follow-through. There's a lot of engagement surveys being done to understand the state of where their employees are at, but it actually becomes worse because nothing gets done. So here we have employees telling, pouring out their hearts of what's wrong with this picture, what's wrong with the workplace, and then it becomes, no response, crickets on the other side.
فرانكلين كوفي الشرق الأوسط، مجموعة الفطيم، الجامعة الأمريكية في الإمارات AUE، مجموعة سابا، مجموعة دبي نوليدج بارك، الراعي التقني للمؤتمر شركة كوربريتر، جمعية إدارة الموارد البشرية SHRM، المعهد العالي للموارد البشرية والتطوير CIPD، خامساً وأخيراً الشريك اللوجستي للمؤتمر مؤسسة إنفورما الشرق الأوسط.